Welcome to Black Love Matters, where this sound is a therapy session for figuring out adulthood.
Pause it back. Where is it?
Where it sounds like a therapy session for figuring out adulthood.
Where it serves. Go ahead. Third time's a charm. Come on.
Where it serves
There
as
we
a
go.
therapy session for figuring out adulthood.
Loving each other.
Or find our Aaron, Michelle, and Barack.
Or Jay-Z and Beyonce. Who is you?
I'm Nero.
And I'm Nyambi.
And this is episode 392, y'all. Be sure to leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts and on Stitcher and follow. Damn, Mabel. Shit, she loud.
Mabel, okay. One time we don't take off those chains of oppression. She always lets y'all know she here.
And leave a 5-star rating and review, if not for me, but for Mabel
Jeez.
on Apple Podcasts and on Stitcher, and follow us on all forms of social media at Black Love Matters. That's black with no K. What's going on, baby?
Hey, I actually don't got too much to catch up on. I am happy that it is Friday. We made it to another week. Y'all know work is working. Y'all know I got this little piece of promotion. My manager out, so it's like I was already pseudo doing kind of 2 jobs. But the T is, listen, I don't know if y'all are looking for a job or assigned a sign to apply for jobs in Silicon Valley, but let this be the sign. When I tell you it's people in my org and in partner orgs that's just leaving left and right, every meeting I go to is like, I have an announcement, everyone. I'm like, damn, where's everyone going? So it's been interesting to be at this juncture where, of course, we're hiring, but you still got to fill the gap and the void as everyone's leaving out at such a fast paced. So it's been interesting to navigate through that. You know, I don't lose no sleep over it. But I be in meetings, the first one, I'm going to miss you. This is great. Yeah. And then I'll be quick to hang up the phone when I know the director, be like, how we going to plan this out? I was like, oh, sis, you the director.
Good riddance.
Good luck. Feel free to figure that out. Also, my more broader company and team and office is figuring out, like, what is the return to office policy? Like, what are we thinking about, or how are we going to move? So it's been very interesting being in those conversations, especially with my promotion. I've been privy to some stuff that I wasn't privy to before, where I'd be like, oh, y'all niggas is just literally flipping coins in this motherfucker. Okay. So it's been interesting in that. But all that work aside, can we give a shout out to all the Black academics? Did you Black academics have a week of wins or lose this week? Let's celebrate first, Nero.
Okay.
First, let's give a shout out to Kazmika, Kizzy, Shantae, Colbert. Colbert? Is that her name? Colbert?
I was going to say Corbett.
Oh, no. Kizzy, Dr. Kizzy. She's starting at Harvard, y'all.
Oh.
So Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health, I think it was a couple days ago, announced that Kazmita S. Corbett will join the school as an assistant professor in the Department of Immunology and Infectious Disease. She will also hold an appointment in the Harvard Radcliffe Institute as the Schutzer assistant professor. Kizzy comes to Harvard Chan School following more than 6 years as a research fellow in the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases Vaccination Research Center, part of the NIH, where she was instrumental in the groundbreaking research that directly led to the development of the Moderna COVID-19 vaccination. Her first day will be June 14th.
Okay.
In her new role, Kizzy will head the new coronavirus and other relevant emerging infectious disease core ID lab to study and understand the interface between host immune systems and viruses that cause respiratory disease, with the goal of informing development of novel and potential universal vaccines. In the last year, if anything has been taught to me, Kizzy said, is that anything is possible. Shout out to Kizzy.
Hey,
She
shout out
gone to
Kizzy.
Harvard. She gone ahead and get that professorship. She gone ahead and doing all the things. While we still in the Black academic sphere, Nero, bring back the celebration. Felicia Rashad is going to Howard. So at Howard University names actress and alumna Felicia Rashad as Dean of the College of Fine Arts. What Queen Felicia Rashad said is, I would like to see a program contemporized without losing knowledge. I would like to see faculty empowered to create and produce and design robust systems and robust programs. I would like to see students engaged in the disciplines of fine arts as they participate and engage in the university at large. I would like to see graduate artists who are scholars as well, she said, and I would love to see us be a premier program at the university. I would like to see the College of Fine Arts not only reestablished, but see it exalted. Exalted. You can tell from her quote.
Oh my God.
She is an actress. She's a thespian. Okay.
She's been hanging around Maya Angelou.
Felicia Rashad's hiring also marks the return of Howard's College of Fine Arts in its as an independent school within a university. So y'all know back in 1998, as part of a cost-cutting move by previous administrators, the university merged the College of Fine Arts with its College of Arts and Science. And y'all know when that happened, everybody was mad about it. The discipline and study of fine arts are often not understood. They are often undervalued, Felicia went on to say. And it happens, and that happens so much around the world. People imagine musicians, designers, and actors just wake up and do what they do, and that couldn't be further from the truth. The discipline of fine arts is like training for the military. And lastly, Howard's had over 307 students enroll in its fine arts program this spring. According to the university, alumni of the fine arts program includes Taraji B. Henson, the late Chadwick Boseman, as well as singers Roberta Flack, Donny Hathaway, and Richard Smallwood. Total praise king. Shout out to all the Black academics. We're winning, right?
Yeah.
Woo! Well, I'm gonna do a little shout out. Are any of y'all Black academics mad? Well, Kizzy is a scholar, but she kind of a celebrity too. Felicia Rashad did graduate from it,
Yeah,
but it's a lot of deans who teach how to act. Do y'all feel a certain way about it?
But
It almost gives me the vibe of like, I'll say AKA or like the Divine Nine when we give out honorary memberships. Is this honorary? Do y'all think these real things, or do you think y'all think they symbols?
I think Felicia's gonna go up in there and give a master class.
I would love to just take her class off rip, just to see what the hell she talking about,
I would love to get a master class from the Felicia Rashad
and see what's happening.
Yes.
You think? Kizzy's got to be real too, but she might not be teaching a class though.
No,
she might just be running a lab in the background.
Kizzy doing research. She doing research, collecting the check.
Yeah, that's probably it. Black academics, I'm removed. Is this a win? Or is this the new trend? Well, actually, it's not a trend. Universities are known to hire media darlings.
Yeah.
Shout out to a few of them I know. I won't say no names. But I have been at universities where they've hired media darlings that when they be on CNN, you were like, yeah, power to the people, people to the power. But then when you see them in the calf, sleeping with the enemy.
All the time.
Shout out to Nia on that one. But no, it's a win. Y'all know I'm poking fun. I'm so happy for Felicia Rashad and Kizzy. If I can think of two folks to be in either one of those roles, those two are wins.
Yes, absolutely.
The last update I got, y'all see the Underground Railroad or something like that gonna be on Amazon
Okay.
May 14th. So I think as y'all listen to this, it come out now. They done slid in the Underground Railroad. It ain't a documentary. It's a series. It's like a drama, not a dramedy.
Like Underground?
Yeah. So I'm interested to
Why
see.
don't they just bring that back? You ain't got to do no other Underground Railroad. Just bring that
Underground back.
Just bring back Underground.
Yeah, I don't know what they're recreating here. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's like a fiction story based on, like, you know what I'm saying? You know how sometimes it follows historic events, but it's,
Yeah, Underground did that too.
or if it's all fiction. I mean, I would hope they don't create a whole film about, like, the Underground Railroad don't need to be fictionized.
No.
Like, what it was is enough to.
It was
be a show.
entertaining enough on WGN.
Oh, shout out to WGN. Is that still a thing?
I don't know. That was a Chicago TV station.
Why was that only on WGN?
I don't know why it was on WGN. But then they had it. It was a bop, and then they ran out of money.
That's why I said what happened to WGN.
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know if the marketing didn't come through because they had to. My black ass was watching it.
Me too. How did we watch it? Like, how? Never mind. No implication here. We watched it on the television, on the
TV.
cable in which we paid for it.
Exactly.
Okay. What's going on with you now?
I got to do it.
if the benefit there, where that behooves everybody is, I'm going to be the guy that makes sure, and I'm paying for everything. So I'm going to be the guy that knows how much we need to be okay. I'm sorry, Maul, that you don't poke your head up enough to know that you haven't paid for anything in years, and that I'm the guy that has to make these hard decisions. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry that you think me explaining it to you is an indictment against our friendship. It is not. I love you. I love you. Y'all not here for me to tell you, but I love you guys. But y'all won't stop the business. Y'all won't stop who I am in my core. Y'all won't stop who I am in my spirit, my legacy, who I will be when I die. Y'all gonna remember me for saying, Joe fought for niggas. That's what it is. I'm fighting for my kid. I'm fighting for y'all. I'm fighting for everybody. You ain't gotta believe that, but that's what it is.
I'm sorry, Miriam got me looking at this music. Of all these, I don't even know how to describe these gifts. Miriam, is this the one they can hear? Can they hear this?
Oh shit, where'd it go?
Oh my goodness. Good, it went away. That's the Lord said get away. It was literally this gift of some black man getting in something with a suicide door.
Oh my god.
With a mink coat
Oh,
screaming.
it was. Oh, there it go.
What is that? Is it got sound?
No, I don't think so.
Oh my god.
No, I ain't got sound. I was trying to find the other one, but I can't find it.
Okay.
It's in the area.
They listen, pause. Oh, y'all can't see this. This is why we need to go scroll back down there. They got a picture of Joe Budden. It says Joe Budden with his friends laughing. And it's Joe Budden sitting against two empty chairs. And I'm triggered because Nyambi is the leader of the Sisterhood with No Sisters. I'm going to join forces with Joe Budden so he can create the Brotherhood with No Brothers.
I'm going to say this. I need to send this to Ryan.
Because all me and Joe Budden try to do is be there for people.
I need to say this because this is going to NG.
Because the thing is, me and Joe just try to help people. Near, I'll let you set the framework. Like, I recently just got into Joe Budden podcast. Like, I was always a passive listener because, like, Near I'm having in the background and, like, some of, like, the sound clips would be really interesting. Mm-hmm. So I don't have the holistic history. So when, what's the gentleman's name? I always call him the white one and the sad one. When the white guy and the sad guy. He feels like is it something on? Is something on?
Yes.
Rory.
Oh, my God.
You are in breach of your contract.
Oh, here we go.
And from this point forward,
this is wild.
You are fired and you're not welcome back. Does anybody in here have a problem that I'm the person that has to say that?
No. What the hell everybody else gonna say?
He still feels like he has choices and options. He feels like he's entitled to more.
Jesus.
A scheme.
Jesus.
Rory.
Okay.
You are in breach of your contract.
Come on, it's not cohesive and how we're playing this together.
From this point,
set the frame right for the people and quit cutting up.
All right.
Quit cutting up.
There's a lot of turmoil that's happening on the JBN and the Joe Budden podcast, and I don't know if y'all watching and y'all following this, but I've been following this and eating my popcorn with this because it's highly entertaining.
You think Niram worked for TMZ?
This shit is highly entertaining.
You see this Nyambi? I said, nigga, I work. No, I ain't see it.
Joe Budden is an entertaining motherfucker, and I don't care what nobody say. This nigga here is entertaining.
Oh yes, now I agree with that.
The way he fired his friends on an empty set.
See, y'all wonder why Nyambi don't got no friends.
Cheers.
Empty chairs.
To they empty cheers.
Where do you begin?
I don't know where to begin. I just know there has been a lot of turmoil on the Joe Budden podcast and a lot of things. And, you know, Joe Budden had a rant. I wouldn't call it a rant, like an episode where it was just him and like his rest of the staff, but it was just him on the camera talking about all the shit and just airing shit out.
I need to do an after show like this. Reminded me when y'all remember when me and Niram used to do after shows. This reminded me of the after shows. I should do after shows. Remember them episodes when I tell you I'm gonna cuss Niram out and proceed to go to the after show and just cuss him out. That's literally what Joe Budden just did.
That will only be on our Patreon. If that's gonna happen, I need to get paid for the cuss out. I need to get paid for the cuss out. So that's what happened, you know, and I think he has some valid points here.
Yes.
I think the whole thing about him being a boss and him owning the shit.
Very true.
And the fact of the matter was, they thought they were owners in the Joe Budden podcast network.
They were employees.
But they were employees.
Yes, and friends.
Friends and employees.
Very well paid.
And very well paid.
Look, now I'm the white man on the side. Very well paid friends and employees. But there is a difference.
So, they go on, they have this beef. They want to audit the books and see what's going on. And then, something that Joe Budden said is if when you shake the tree, you got to be ready for what falls out of it.
Yeah.
So they shook the tree. They started running the numbers. Joe Budden started finding out this nigga paying them way more than
what's needed,
better than any A mic out there.
Yeah.
In the top percent, and they ain't A mics.
Yeah.
They B and C's.
Oh my God. Don't do that.
They are. Uh-huh. They B and C's.
Yeah.
And then this nigga started to feel resentment towards the shit.
Yeah, because he done wrote a chat on people who say you calling me a liar, cheater, and deceiver. Yeah.
And this is what happens.
Yeah. And the thing is, I as a cubicle warrior, I balance back and forth, right? Because I do believe in pay transparency and all of those things. I don't, in this situation, and even though Joe was like, as soon as you ask for the books or audit, it's a wrap. I hear where he's coming from. I don't think what they asked for was wrong. I just think the way in which they did it was wrong. Mm-hmm. For me, it wasn't the what, it was the how. Because it was a way, especially if they're friends, they've had this relationship, they know the podcast was coming. Like, they've been with them for early, not since the very beginning, but very early. Mm-hmm. It's something about how you approach people and when you approach them and what you come at them with. Mm-hmm. And I think that's where they dropped the ball at with it for me. Because I think it's okay to ask. But I don't think they were asking the right questions. I think Rory was being very white man on it. I think he was being very passive aggressive corporate with even asking to audit or see the books, right? Like, that's a very corporate passive aggressive stance. And then Maul, I'm not sure if he even said anything. Like, that falls into that. But this a nigga. Joe Budden is a nigga. Yeah. Right? Instead of saying I want to audit the books, they should have just came straight out with the ask. Yeah. Because they didn't give a fuck about them books. No. They wanted something. Yes. And they wanted to use the books as leverage to claim for them to get whatever they was going to get. Instead of just saying, I want this or I want X, Y, and Z. Yeah. But the thing is, I think there would have been two different conversations if they coming to him and saying, or his people, whoever it is, I want X, Y, and Z. That don't got nothing to do with saying, is your books funny? That ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm coming to you and saying, this is what I want and this is what I bring. Yeah. Let's have a conversation about it. That's completely different. Or renegotiate. Yes. And that's the other thing. He said they signed a contract. Well, listen, you signed a contract. So at the end of that contract, you can renegotiate. Until then, you eat it. But the thing is, they didn't eat it with a smile. See, sometimes you got to eat that shit with a smile. They go back and forth with that corporate bullshit and the street shit. So what rules you going to follow? Auditing is very corporate. Mm-hmm. Right, like, but this whole thing about respect and that's very street. So which one we going? Which rules we playing by? I think one of the things that really, I won't say shocked me, but some of the things that he talked about that he gave them, that they didn't do. He was very generous. Like, no, you won't get ownership, but what I will give you is all the footage that we have. Go create your own anything. Go create your own YouTube. Yeah, and put your videos on there. Yes. Create clips. Use that for your social media. Do all these other things. Yeah. Hell, his ass could have fucking around and started his own fucking Patreon with the just shit. Just alone. Patreon, on podcasts, all that before they signed the contract. Yeah. Because he wasn't locked into nothing. But the fact that they did not do nothing. That always made me surprised too. Remember I asked, and we ain't gonna talk about this all day. Remember I asked you, Near, well, what do they do? And I know the white one, the white guy, I need to stop saying that. Rory, let me call him by his name. He worked more in corporate and was he like a party promoter? I don't know. That's what it felt like. Yeah, before that he was like I don't know, intern, maybe an intern at like a record label. Sure. Right, but still. Then he went on to like party promoting and shit like that. But what does the sad one do? I don't know what the fuck Maul does. Right, you see what I'm saying? So like even with that, over time, we should be able to say what they do. Because I know with the one who hired, what's his name, Parts in the back, he an engineer. Yeah. The Ian White man, he seems like he's the Jewish lawyer friend. Like I know what everyone else does, but Maul. It's up them too. Like, so I think that's one of the things, right, about opportunity and understanding, like getting the best out of
and using the best out of the
Yes,
situations.
let's pull the
you've
moral
been
of the
in.
story. Let's move away from Joe Budden podcast.
Like using the best out of the situations that's given to you.
Yes.
You don't like the contract, cool. But if you got some stuff that you can leverage against the contract,
Do it.
Or some things that you can grow, so when this contract is over, you can go out on your own.
Yes.
Then you do that.
Yes. Unless maybe also I don't know their money. Maybe they're very comfortable. Maybe they come from very wealthy families and they don't need to do this. And this is all a favor.
And I think the other thing that I just want to stand out is energy.
Did you just go right past that?
Yeah. So a couple of things, like you can definitely see or feel like the trajectory for the pod was going down. Like,
Really?
yeah, I can say that.
Okay.
And I can say that based off of niggas' behaviors.
But they going on there like potty face or what?
I wouldn't say potty, yeah.
Oh my God.
I wouldn't say potty face, but in a way like the chemistry was off. And you can tell it started to be off. Like Maul wasn't engaging. And it was nice. So his ass was on the director's chair on his phone. And the thing is that really bothered me about him is that this nigga was too cool and too like moral higher standards for everything. Like his range of shit was like, nah, I don't do that. That's not it. That's some fuck shit. Or nah, I don't do that. Or like everything he did was just like in this short box. And it's like, nigga, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh yeah, is he the one I got? I don't want to speak on that man. No disrespect.
Yeah.
I was like, well, nigga, that's your job.
You got to speak on that, man.
Yeah.
But I would say all that to say, he had this thing about energies, about Joe Budden,
Okay.
about being around people and like you having this high vibration,
Yeah.
and then like every time you're around, niggas doing or saying shit that brings that energy down,
Come on.
and then feeling like you resent them motherfuckers, even though you're supposed to be friends and all this other stuff, but it's like, nigga, every time I'm around you,
It's bad.
the energy is fucked up.
You gotta go.
So you add that with, nigga, I'm the boss and I got to figure out shit.
Yeah.
And sometimes being a boss, you got to make some hard decisions. Hell, being an entrepreneur myself, like I had to make some hard decisions. And sometimes, you know, the reason why you pay the cost to be the boss, even though you get paid last, like you get to make these decisions to be paid last.
Yep. I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
And also a theme I got out of there was like short and long term goals, right? Like I think a lot of times people try to do the quick wins, see like how you can quickly flip a buck, but sometimes people don't see the long term advantage of bringing things together.
Yeah,
It was interesting.
it was interesting. And I think taking it into my life, I think that's something that I've really been thinking about as of lately is balancing energies, right? You know, there are some things going on in my life and I'm like, every time the situation come up, it's like, it just puts me in the energy where I don't want to be. And, you know, I got a lot of exciting things going on, brand deals, other type of deals, right? Like so many things going on in my life. Like it's within abundance. And whenever some of these situations come up, it fucks up my energy.
Yeah.
And it's hard to like go through it and then bounce back from it every time and be like, all right, I need to compartmentalize. I need to do all this other stuff. I need to work through it, and then I need to work on getting my energy back up. And I think one of the things is that when it first happens, it's like, all right, I can bounce back. But the more and more like these things happen that's draining the energies, it's become harder and harder to bounce back from them.
Yeah.
So like that's something I'm really working on, is really understanding energies, balancing my own energy in the situations that I'm going through to really think about like, what is it worth at the end, right? And knowing that it's hard because I do feel like I have some obligations like to these things.
Yeah.
So really trying to understand like how to balance that and move forward while keeping a high vibration
Yes.
throughout things.
And still keeping your own integrity and keeping your own sanity.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can never, even if you make a commitment, you can never let that commitment trump your own sanity, and your own well-being.
Absolutely.
Ooh, cleansing breath. Shout out to Sir Jeffrey. He's out in Detroit now. I think we're
Okay.
gonna do a quick meetup with him.
You talked to him?
Yeah, I talked to him on the gram.
Okay.
Yeah, we think we're gonna do something down. You know, off Woodward, how nice it is.
Uh huh.
And I was like, of course we want to do something.
Fuck that, Jeff. Meet me at Scantler Chandler.
I'm not. I won't be there.
Meet me on the east side.
I won't be there. I won't be there. If you're looking for Nyambi, I'm gonna be at the DIA.
Meet me at Chandler Park.
No, don't go.
Fuck it.
Don't do that.
Meet me at Rouge Park.
Do not the River Rouge.
Not River Rouge.
Is it still a River Rouge there?
I don't even know.
I haven't been past there in years. What has been? There was no exciting Detroit news this week, Near. As we're transitioning to Pillow Talk. Anything interesting you seen on the news this week in Detroit?
No, other than them niggas starting to open back up and still nobody getting them shots.
Yeah, Detroit people really kind of not getting these shots like they need to be getting it. And Big Gretch was like, listen, I'm not moving these tiers until y'all get shot. So look to your left, look to your right. At least half of y'all need to get it.
Yes.
Rock, paper, scissors, that motherfucker.
I don't care who it is, but y'all need shots.
I feel like that's how she come on television. At least 50% of us need to hit this quota. So look to your left, look to your right, rock, paper, scissors, and somebody come get in line. Or I'm not opening this fucking state.
And I think the hard part, because I've talked to some family members, is like, well, I don't know if I'm getting it. And like their data points of where they got data from, it's old.
Yeah.
It's like you heard from this shit like back when the vaccine came out.
Started, yeah. So speaking of the COVID, let's do a little COVID talk before we get into Shout Out Friday. We're gonna have a little bit of a shorter episode this week, y'all, because we have to. Actually, none of y'all damn business. We may tell y'all on Monday what we did, but anywho, they say we trying to get to this alleged back to normal. Can we do a pause? I don't want to go back to normal.
A scheme that Todd
I don't want
set
to go
up.
back to normal.
I like working from home.
Do you?
I like being in my fucking house.
Or I don't know. Everybody, even was it President Joe came on, was like, let's just get back to normal. This is me.
No, I'm straight on that, dog.
Well, let's break it down. So first, the new guidelines they have is no mask needed for the fully vaccinated, indoor, outdoor, and no social distance needed.
Oh my God. Air horns. Yes.
But listen.
Big Vax, Tulum, here we come, baby.
Nah. But listen, y'all, I'm still going to wear a mask because it's a lifestyle for me. I know what Joe done said and Kizzy and the CDC, but did y'all see that basically the flu was non-existent just because we had masks and wiped our hands? I'm not getting no more colds.
Niggas is nasty.
I didn't realize just the idea of wearing masks and necessarily putting on hand sanitizer will keep me from getting sick. I have not been sick in almost 2+ years.
I know.
And I'm going to keep this trend up as long as possible. So Nyambi, even though fully vaccinated and washes her hands, I'm going to be rocking these masks because y'all nasty as hell.
Meanwhile, I'm going to Tulum, my shirt off, no mask.
I won't be there either. Did y'all hear about the Ohio governor giving away $1 million in full ride scholarships for fully vaxxed people?
Oh, I guess we moved to Ohio then.
Listen, he said if you're an adult or over the age 17 and up, if you are fully vaccinated, he's doing giveaways for the next 5 weeks. So he puts your name in I almost said a hat, but basically a damn hat. And if you pull it, if you are not going to school, you'll get $1 million. If you're going to school, you'll get a full ride.
Oh,
nigga,
shit.
I would drop out of school because I'm like, I'll take $1 million. Because school ain't going to cost $1 million.
Sure, fuck that full ride. I'll take $1 million. I'm putting that shit all in
They was
Dogecoin.
interviewing people in Ohio. Some people like, I think it's a great idea. What else they gonna do with that money? Other people's like, we shouldn't be coercing to take it. Oh, shut up. It's optional. So
is.
people are just wilding out. Next, can I ask another question?
What's
what
up?
y'all doing with y'all kids? They testing on them kids now, 12 to 15. Are y'all getting y'all kids these vaccinations? I don't have an opinion on it at all. Chan,
Shan, you
mom's a
give,
melanin. Is y'all giving y'all kids these shots?
Shan, you give Anya a shot.
Only reason I don't have an opinion. Only reason I asked is all these amusement parks and shit's opening.
Yes.
And it was like, yeah, you don't got to wear a mask on the ride. I say, but is the kids going to pass it to each other? Like, because I'm assuming the kids won't be vaccinated. And so then do they pass it to each other? Or is it when children get it, it's so low impact that it's like a cold?
Mm-hmm.
What y'all doing about y'all kids?
Every
That's
kid
why I'm
I've
trying to
seen.
go ahead and have this baby so the kid can just get it vicariously already through my bloodstream.
Oh. How do you protect it?
You protect it.
You got the vaccine in utero.
In utero. Because I don't know what happened when it's out of the utero.
Oh my God.
Let me stop playing. I don't know. See what Kizzy's. Kizzy, is you listening? Can the children? It makes me wonder about it. And then lastly, coming back full circle, I don't want to go back to normal 100%.
Me
They
neither.
talking about shit opening up, you go back to work. We've been locked down for almost a year and a half, and the first thing you niggas is talking about is that we can get back to work.
No. I've been working all day.
I want to
truthfully,
continue to work from home
I've been working more.
so I can go outside and walk around with and breathe raw air.
Don't want to be in that shit.
Next, can we talk about people not paying? I'm sorry. Anything else about COVID? I said I wasn't gonna talk about much.
No, that's it.
Can we talk? Can y'all stop saying people is lazy because they ain't getting these jobs? Can you stop saying people lazy because
Yeah.
they're choosing to stay on unemployment? That's gaslighter 101.
It
The
is.
problem is not these people that don't. People don't get me wrong. It's a few booger wooger lazies who don't want to work and never gonna work. You best believe that. But there is a high majority of people that y'all are asking them to go work these jobs that are not giving a livable wage.
So peep this out. I just did the math because I had to just do the math.
Yeah.
So they're giving, I just know in Michigan, they're giving $600 a week
Yeah.
at unemployment. For some places, minimum wage, that's equivalent to $15 an hour, 40 hours a week.
Yeah.
There are some places I know here in Michigan that's still $12 an hour,
Yep.
$13 an hour. Why would I want to go back to work working $12 and $13 an hour
Yep.
when I can file unemployment and get more?
Yep.
There's something wrong with this fucking system.
Yep.
And I think until they fix this system,
That's what's broke.
and the thing is, they got to raise unemployment. And I think $15, like, wow, that's the
Federal
minimum.
Minimum wage.
Wow, that's the like federal minimum. I think it needs to be higher than that.
Yeah, I don't think that's enough.
I think it need to be 18 to 20.
Yeah.
But I don't think nobody really say that.
Mm-hmm.
And because we see it in California.
Yep.
But I think
It's not
like
higher. You can
no.
go to In-N-Out and make like $25 an
I
hour.
know.
Yeah.
Like a fry cook in California at In-N-Out starts off at like $18 an hour.
Yep.
Granted, California is high as fuck.
Yeah.
So I don't know where they're gonna live at. Shandy Box or something.
Yeah.
But that's the problem.
Yeah, minimum wage is too low. It needs to be a federal mandate across the board. Or or the government continue to supplement.
Yeah.
Why
And I
people are
think-
working? This is what's going
And
on.
I think that's the thing, right? And all these bonuses and all this other shit, that shit don't mean shit. It don't mean a goddamn thing if you give me a $200 signing bonus and I'm still getting paid $13 an hour.
Yeah, I don't feel sorry for any of these owners who are out here. And a lot of them are jobs that was front line in the folks who are catching COVID and were dying.
Yeah.
Right? Like, what? No, I can't come to your job and make $10 an hour and be at risk for COVID with no health insurance and no benefits. It ain't gonna work that way.
Mm-mm.
So, like, I've been not impressed with this rhetoric around people lazy. They don't want to work.
It's not.
No, I'm with Bernie Sanders on this one. If anyone goes to work 5 days a week or however many days a week it is and work 40 hours a week, they should be able to live. They should be able to live. They should be able to live to take care of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of these folks who are receiving unemployment are not able to do that.
No.
And that is a problem. And like that's what needs to be overhauled, not these Republicans and some Democrats who are looking down to say, when do we need to stop it? We need to get the economy back rolling. No, we need to federally mandate and increase some of this shit. And is it gonna fuck up some businesses? Yeah. But again, if we're talking about greater good,
Just
yeah,
for the
people
greater
gotta
good.
people gotta eat.
People gotta eat.
People have
Period.
to eat. So stop doing that. That's
Yeah.
been bothering me lately.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think people are inherently lazy. I do think the majority of people want to work. Is there some booger woogers? Yes, but I think the booger woogers is less than 5%. It ain't the majority.
But shit, make it make sense.
Yeah.
Why would the fuck would I want to go back to a job at $13 an hour
I'm getting paid more of this.
and I'm getting paid at minimum on unemployment $600, which is equivalent to $15 an hour.
Yeah. And then the other thing I want to point out is they get in this, I don't know how to even say this PC. The folks who even getting this employment, they ain't even doing that good. Like this ain't good.
No.
Like even this money they getting from the government, they barely still skating by.
Mm-hmm.
It just needs to be a whole overhaul of not only like our economy, how do we think about it? It's about time for this whole overall, like I think I'm finally on the team where we got to overhaul this whole political system. This two-party system is some bullshit. We already know the Republicans is on 10. The Democrats are continuously showing their ass too. Would you see Claiborne talking about, well, we can take the immunity out of the George Floyd bill, like just this idea of us just getting the crumbs that's handed to us
Yeah.
is no longer acceptable.
It's some bullshit.
And we do need something that's more revolutionary. And I'm ready for it. And I think the only way to get it is if we break down this 2-party system and really divide up on how we gonna do it up in here.
Yeah.
But that's me.
But niggas afraid though. Because they know if you split up the they know if you split up the
You
2-party
have to
system,
really work.
they're gonna have to do the real work.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to gerrymander twice as hard.
Instead of just do the right thing.
Yeah. They're gonna have to suppress votes 3 times as hard. So that's a fucked up.
Oh my goodness.
This is gonna be a short one, y'all.
Yeah.
You want to get into some Shout Out Friday?
Yeah, let's do our shout out Friday.
Alrighty.
So this is from Apple Podcasts. It says, I'm obsessed by Sharice W. And it says, these two have me laughing, crying, and self-reflecting on the regular. I've been listening for years and now I feel like we're friends. If I go too long without listening, I start to miss my friends. On a serious note, the podcast has gotten me through a lot, whether it's college or COVID.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We got a couple emails. Juliana says she down for a Von Zant reading journey.
All right, Juliana, I'm gonna get it going. I'm gonna line it up on the podcast. I'm gonna work with our and maybe put all the books up I'm gonna read in like the timeline of it, and then like each episode we can unpack a different book or something like that.
Yes.
I'm excited. You gonna do it, Nero?
No.
Go ahead and read the next one.
I have some other projects that.
Nero, read the next one. Thank you. He ain't asked for all of that. You already done got a short podcast. Go ahead and read the next one.
It says, y'all are amazing. It says, hi, Niram Naomi. I've been listening to the podcast since December 2018.
Come on.
From White Ass Colonizer Land.
Not the Netherlands.
Oh, shit.
Ooh, the originals.
Where's the Caucasus Mountains?
Shut up. I'll do that.
My plan was to listen to every episode and send an email when I'm at the last published episode. So I'm here.
Oh, welcome.
Okay.
Welcome.
Welcome. Let me introduce myself. My name is Danera. I think that's right.
Read what you said in the parentheses.
If it's too difficult to pronounce, call me Ellie.
Did we get it right, sis? Did Nero get it right?
I hope so. My family is from the Caribbean. I'm a Gen Zer, born in 1997.
Oh, okay.
I work as a digital sales employee.
Oh, the old people.
And I study bachelor's in international business part time.
Ooh, fancy.
It says, y'all have me laughing by myself on these streets. I listen to you guys when I'm going to the gym, when I'm walking to work, from the living room to living room, working from home, basically every free moment that I have.
Oh, you're too nice.
I thank you for having this podcast that opened my way of thinking and have led to interesting conversations with people. So I had a difficult relationship with my mom growing up, and luckily I have my aunt to see as my spiritual mom who helps me grow as an individual. I can't remember which episode it was, but you talked about seeing your parents as a person, and you also had a conversation about parenting the parent.
Yes.
It really helped me look at my mother in a different way and seeing how she acts out a trauma and habit.
She's just a woman. That's the biggest thing we gotta realize about our parents. They're just women. They're just men. That's all. Doing the best they can through lived experience.
She says, my mom had 7 kids and had the first one when she was 19, had me when she was 23, had my little sister when she was 21, has her first kid. What's it? Oh, and my little sister is 21, has her first kid.
Baby. Okay.
I'm very happy for her, but I'm struggling with, what I'm struggling with is that my mother is putting some sort of pressure on me by saying, when are you going to give me a grandchild? Mind you, I'm only 24.
Yeah.
And I don't even have a partner and have a different path myself.
Yeah.
My point is, I don't want to be like her.
You can't say it. Okay, she said that.
But I
Okay,
can't
you
say that.
sis. Okay.
Do you have any tips on how to have this conversation and don't hurt her feelings? With kind regards.
Don't say it before.
Oh, I don't know how to say
Say
that.
it in the what do the people in Netherlands speak? I don't know what language they speak. That's what that is. I love it though.
Let me put it in Google Translate.
No, I was gonna have you. How would you say that, Nero?
Met growth.
You missed the whole world.
Oh.
Nero, stay Nero's gonna try to translate it. Dutch. That's what it is. The Netherlands speaks Dutch. Are you gonna get it to say it?
Yes, I'm trying to find it.
All you gotta do is hit the
there's right
button.
there.
This is Google, honey.
Oh.
Met vriendelijke groet.
Oh, shit. I couldn't get that.
Do it again.
Sis.
Met vriendelijke groet.
I don't even know how to say that
It's the
middle
V
word.
one. It's the V one you don't know how to say.
I know how to say met and groet,
Oh,
but
Met vriendelijke groet.
best
thank you,
regards.
sisters.
That's a good question. Nero's actually really good at that. What's your advice for that, Nero?
You gotta say, Mama, I got my own path. You gotta say, Mama, I got my own path
Over and over.
over and over again. You gotta put boundaries up. And you gotta stand firm like Joe Button at them empty seats. But no, on some serious shit, you gotta have that conversation. I think that the thing of saying like, hey, like you may have a path for me, but you raised me to be an independent, grown, free thinking adult. So while you are putting these things or pressuring me to do that, that does not follow in line with the things that you taught me to be as an adult.
Yeah. I would add, I love you. Mama, I love you. You know I love you. But you know I got a slightly different path. Now, I ain't saying it's kids and no kids, but like then follow what I'm saying. Sometimes you got to give them a little sugar with it. But I think the biggest thing, you're just going to have to stay consistent and persistent when you say it and learn to let it roll off you like Teflon. Like you're going to have to learn to not let it affect you because again, she's using her tools and her toolkit to show that she loves you and she cares about you and she's like invested in you. So that's what she's doing. Another one, I don't know if you heard another episode, a great book about setting boundaries and especially being a Black woman. It's by Nidra Glover Tawwab. It's called Set Boundaries, Find Peace, A Guide to Reclaiming Yourself. Her name is Nidra, Nedra Glover, Glover, and Tawwab, Tawwab. I would definitely check that out. That book is amazing for just setting context and bringing like practical ways to say it. But I love the way Nero set it up. I was like, Mama, you know I love you. Yep. But you raised me to be X, Y, and Z. And I got my own path. And I know you keep asking. It ain't gonna happen next year.
Nope.
Or whatever your timeline is.
It ain't gonna happen tomorrow either.
Yeah. And just consistently saying that to the point where you almost want to give her the script. Because the thing is, she asking you because other people asking her. And you wanted to get to the point where she can read off the script.
Yep.
And then
you gotta give her the script.
I would say, like, just don't take that personal because that might be something she continues to say. Because, again, that's just her tool and her toolkit.
Yeah.
That's the way her... she's probably asking you about the kids when in actuality she want to say, I really missed you when you coming home. That's probably what she's literally translating and say.
Or, you know what you can do? Get a fucking dog. Dogs are good.
Stop, Nero.
Get a small, cute dog.
But she in Netherlands.
I know. Netherlands probably
Just
got
take
dogs.
pictures. You say just take pictures.
Take pictures and send it to them. They'll get attached to that dog like a fucking kid.
Don't do that.
They will.
You about to get messy. You about to get messy. Like I was going to talk about that Portia and her new man, and everybody done got engaged in a matter of a weekend.
Oh.
Did y'all see that? You seen that story, Nero?
I didn't.
It's your girls. Y'all know Nero loves the Housewives of Atlanta.
I haven't had a chance to really dig into them this year.
I have had a chance to dig into it, and I'm just not interested. Long story short, Portia done got with a friend husband, and they done got married in a month, allegedly.
Oh.
And then the other girl who was the ex also done got engaged. But the key is he's a Nigerian millionaire. So all of a sudden everyone's forgetting.
Oh, he's a Nigerian prince.
He's a Nigerian prince.
Oh,
we'll talk about it maybe next week.
Is this email NigerianPrince@gmail.com?
Come on. Any voicemails?
Yes, we do. Jesus Christ.
Nero about to go on a tangent.
It was. I just wanted to know if this was NigerianPrince@gmail.com.
Hey y'all, it's Tanajul. Just doing a quick check-in, but I did want to say, now I know y'all needed grace because you're moving and everything, but I think that the voicemail, like y'all's voicemail, only allows for a certain number of voicemails. Because I know I left y'all one, and I'm sitting here listening to the sisterhood with no sisters. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
This is the most recent episode, 391, and hell, I forgot what I had said, but I know I said something. But anyway, I just wanted to.
I'll look in it.
She said I said
I just want to check in with y'all and just say that I'm glad y'all moved.
Just follow the number, Nero.
You know,
I do
fair
follow
with you, and Just wish y'all some positive energy.
Thank
Send y'all
you. I
some positive
appreciate it.
energy on the home purchasing process and family planning and just being at peace and finding that stability you need for wherever it is you guys are going to move next, whether you stay in Detroit or move back to California. And I want to wish Mabel some good grace.
Yeah,
and
Mabel needs some grace.
I'm glad that she's okay. I'm glad she's surviving in y'all household because that last dog from a while ago,
You talking about
seemed like
Desi?
y'all can stand him, but now
We
Mabel
don't
just
like to
seems
talk
like she
about
the
him.
apple of y'all eye. So
Desi out of here.
again, just wanted
Weezy
to
out.
say, just send some positive energy, and I love you guys, and yeah, have a good one.
My bad on the voicemail.
Near him in charge.
It is, I am in charge. But the thing is, when you have so many voicemails,
But Near, you're supposed to find a system.
I know. I understand that. I've dropped the ball.
Yes.
But I see your voicemails, and we're going to play them. Because that's what I'm going to do.
You done missed him, Near.
I did. I missed them. My bad, sis. I missed the voicemails. Let's see if they work. Because sometimes Skype be on some bullshit, too.
A mother.
Hey y'all,
Oh,
it's
they work.
Nigel. I'm calling. I haven't called y'all in a couple of weeks. Hopefully everything is okay. Hey Mabel, and I kind of wanted to talk about what y'all was talking about with this Kevin Samuels guy.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm listening to the most recent episode. But yeah, you're right, Naomi. Men know how to market. Let me tell you something. I have a friend who, it's not important, but he's gay. And we were just talking about how a lot of times we can talk to our homegirls, but we also like to know that men are attracted to XYZ, and men know that, which is why they get on these forums and they preach to us about, okay, if you do this, then you won't have to deal with this, and like the Jacksons and the what that's his name?
Yeah, I think so.
Child, it don't matter.
Derek Jackson.
Him, Kevin Samuels. A lot of men are on YouTube and on their platforms telling women how to be, and I think because it's coming from a man, women feel more secure with taking that advice. And I'm not saying that men can't be encouraging to women, but those kind of dudes are absolutely 100% aware of what audience they are going to reach, and it's always women. But it's also always women complaining when they don't get the results from those type of people. Girl, if you don't go somewhere and find you somebody who is interested in you and stop trying to make people who don't like you, and this is enough. But yeah, I kind of just wanted to say that, and I'm gonna wrap this on up because Miss Girl probably gonna hang up on me.
Yeah, she hung up on her. She called back though, because I honor voicemails.
It's me again.
Yeah.
Sure enough, she hung up on me
She
just
sure
in time.
did.
But yeah, if I could say anything, I just want the girls and really the guys too. Like, I know, like being able to have a forum where you can kind of discuss how you feel with similar thinking people or people you think are similar to you is good. But Kevin Samuels ain't. I don't really think that's the place you need to be trying to find solitude and confidence in, because that's entertainment. Stop trying to be liked by people who don't like you. Go where you are appreciated and concerned. And I know that might sound easier said than done, but they're out there. There is literally, just like there is a woman for every kind of man there is a man for every kind of woman there is, girl.
Big facts.
So if you broke as fuck and you want to go deal with a man who want to take care of you, I don't know what you might have to put up when it comes to that, but I'm sure you can find him. So, yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Y'all have a good day, and hope y'all continue to have a smooth transition with y'all move, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Thank you, sis. My bad on the last episode. But like I said, all emails and voicemails will be read. Let's go ahead and wrap this bad boy up. To submit your Black Love story, go to blacklovematters.com. To submit a question for Kitchen Table Talk, shoot us an email at blacklovematters@gmail.com. And to leave a comment about anything we talked about, head on over to that website. We got that SoundCloud and we got that voicemail at 508-784-1111. Once again, that's 508-784-1111. Talk to y'all later. Remember, love is ever evolving. Peace.